Co-parenting can be challenging even when both parents are willing to work together. But when one parent has a difficult personality, it can make co-parenting even more difficult. We will also provide tips on how to avoid these mistakes and successfully co-parent with a difficult ex. Co-parenting with a difficult personality can be a challenge. But it is important to remember that your children are the most important people in this situation. They need both parents to be involved in their lives, even if their parents don't get along. In this video, we will discuss some of the mistakes that people make when co-parenting with a difficult personality. We will also provide tips on how to avoid these mistakes and successfully co-parent with a difficult ex. Mistake number 1: taking the bait. One of the biggest mistakes that people make when co-parenting with a difficult personality is taking the bait. When your ex says or does something to try to get a rise out of you, it is important to resist the urge to respond. If you take the bait, you will only escalate the situation. Take a deep breath and walk away. If you can, try to ignore your ex's provocations. If you can't ignore them, try to respond in a calm and collected manner. Mistake number 2: getting into a power struggle. Another common mistake that people make when co-parenting with a difficult personality is getting into a power struggle. When you try to control your ex, you are only setting yourself up for failure. Your ex will only try harder to control you in return. Focus on cooperation, not control. When you co-parent, you are not trying to win. You are trying to find a way to raise your children together. The best way to do this is to focus on cooperation and compromise. Mistake number 3: talking negatively about your ex to your children. It is important to remember that your children are not your therapist. They do not need to hear about all of the problems that you are having with your ex. Talking negatively about your ex to your children will only make them feel confused and conflicted. Talk positively about your ex in front of your children. Even if you don't like your ex, it is important to show your children that you respect them. This will help your children to have a positive relationship with their other parent. Co-parenting with a difficult personality can be challenging, but it is not impossible. By avoiding the mistakes that we have discussed, you can increase your chances of successfully co-parenting with a difficult ex. Remember, the most important thing is to put your children first. If you can do that, you will be well on your way to co-parenting successfully. Remember, co-parenting with a difficult personality requires patience, empathy, and a focus on the best interests of the children. By learning from these mistakes, we can strive for a healthier and more cooperative co-parenting relationship. Co-parenting with a difficult personality can be challenging, but by avoiding common mistakes, we can navigate the situation more effectively. Throughout this video, we have discussed the common mistakes people make when co-parenting with a difficult personality. It is essential to recognize that we cannot change the other person, but we can control our own actions and reactions. We must avoid engaging in power struggles, as this only escalates tensions and harms the children involved. Additionally, it is crucial to prioritize the well-being of the children over personal conflicts and ego battles. If you are struggling to co-parent with a difficult ex, there are resources available to help you. There are many books and websites that offer advice on co-parenting. You can also talk to a therapist or counselor who specializes in co-parenting. Don't forget to subscribe to the Co-Parenting Compass channel for more empowering content on co-parenting and building a healthy future for your children.